Mr. and Mrs. Engel. It is a very windy day today, but I'm going to attempt to get this video done once and for all, and so you can see all the work that was done to your house and how it turned out. All right, starting with the driveway, all the surfaces of the house. Well, let me just start this way. Once we got into this house, we found a lot of stuff wrong, quite a bit of stuff wrong, and we wanted to correct that so you can sell it. If we do a job of what we discussed and then I find other things wrong and it mars and hurts your ability to sell the house, then we're just wasting time. So I went ahead and knocked out a lot of stuff that needed to be done, that just had to be done, that would be gigged on a home inspection. So let's shoot a video and walk you through it. We had the concrete driveway, sidewalks, and back porch were all pressure washed. Okay, the yard was cut, the bushes were cut. We had a lot of growth. All that was taken care of, and believe me, sir, y'all got a good deal on that, because that's probably about 2 years worth of leaves and branches, especially in the backyard. It was just really horrible. But anyway, let's walk in the back. We've had a lot of windstorms here lately, so it may not look its best compared to when we had it done, but it still looks really good, especially compared to the way it was. This is the yard. Now before, I didn't know you had a sidewalk here. It was covered with pine needles and branches. So it looks really nice. We see all the stairs. I didn't know you had curb markers for a little walkway. So that definitely, the yard looks so much better. We're gonna go up these stairs here, take a look at the back elevation of the house. All the gutters were swept and all debris was off the roof and out of the gutters, so they're 100% clean. So that was done. The back here, we tried to paint just little sections where we're gonna do some wood rot, and it looked so dirty and mildewy that we made a clean spot. So what I did is I had the guys go ahead and paint the entire exterior trim. All the fascia, all the gutters, they look so nice now. It looks like a brand new home on the exterior. We did a really good job on that. Otherwise, you'd have a clean spot and then dirty, mildewy paint. We painted the rear batten over here and the ceiling. It looks so much cleaner, so nice. It just looks fantastic. There's no dirt, dingy. It doesn't look nasty like it did before. It looks really nice. The trim work was repainted 3 times to get it to coat so you can't see any of the stains or any of the streaking from the previous work. Now, we did have to call in an electrician. We had a bad GFI circuit. Those suckers are very expensive. He had a used one on the truck that he replaced it with, so we saved some money there. But we did have some work done on the electrical. I'll go into more detail when we go inside the house. As far as the rest of the exterior is concerned, here's some more of the trim that was painted. Every bit of the gutter and exterior trim is painted, so when a customer is looking at your home, it's clean, there's no mildew. The big wood rot spot that was right there that would have been gigged on a home inspection, that was pulled out, the wood was removed, and it was repainted. The shutters were completely redone, and we went to black, satin black. Now they have a little bit of pollen on them, but I can assure you they look so much better. And once again, a clean spot. All the exterior tan was all repainted. In fact, those were repainted 3 times. So they're not showing any defect worthy of mentioning. And on the exterior, even in the front, we tried to just paint the section up there, but once again, it just made a clean spot. So this too, all the dental molding, that was all repainted. And underneath the eave soffit, all this was repainted. And as you can tell, it just looks clean. No spider webs, no mold, no mildew, nothing that's going to detract from your home. So it just looks nice, crisp, and clean. Look how clean that looks. I mean, when a customer comes to look at your house, they're not going to have any objections on the exterior as far as paint is concerned. It's not going to show dingy. we went ahead, and even though it wasn't on the list, we went ahead because they were stained and faded. We went ahead and took your lights apart and we painted them, sanded them, painted them, and they look crisp. Someone had come over and vandalized your concrete and etched their name and some type of graffiti into the concrete, and so we wire brushed it and got it clean, so it wouldn't be detracting from me showing it. And this should be the last side of the house. This is the exterior, and the wood rot spots were taken care of, so there's no wood rot visible. So nice and clean, fresh paint, looks great. All right, I'm about to freeze to death. We had a cold snap come through here. It's about 35 degrees and about 30-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm sure the video quality, you're gonna hear it on the mic, but it's cold and I can't feel my fingers, so I'm gonna come inside now. As you can see here, the doors, the exterior doors are painted again. We wanted to make sure that everything had a nice clean paint. And that's part of the problem, because this was a rental property and that lady was a total nut job who was flinging birthday cake on the walls and everything else. A lot of those spots where she was doing God knows what bled through all over the place. So after sitting vacant for almost a year, that made a big difference. So believe it or not, we ended up painting the interior about 3 times to get all of the stains to go away and imperfections in the sheetrock, which would hurt your ability to sell. If it looks like a rental, you're not going to be able to sell it. So the walls are just fantastic. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but my guys did a really good job of getting your walls done. Now, it wasn't necessarily in the original estimate to go through the entire house and paint it. It just needed it. The more and more you looked, the more and more you had so many paint deficiencies in here that it was just looking bad. You made a clean spot when you corrected one area and you realized, hey guys, let's just knock it out and get it right. The electrical. This room right here, I guess you'd call this your living room. You had Lutron switches in here, and both Lutron switches were burned out. So we had to call an electrician who specialized in that, and he was able to troubleshoot why these lights weren't coming on. And it was the Lutron switches. So he went ahead and replaced those. And where you had a dummy plate there, we put a white ceiling fan. That's a brand new ceiling fan, and that was wired by the electrician as well, correctly, because that was a complicated, I guess we have a 5-way switch in here, so that was a big deal. So that got taken care of. Now, let's go to the drum roll for the kitchen. That turned out fantastic, so we're gonna go ahead and pan around on the kitchen, and here is your kitchen. Let the pictures speak for themselves. As you notice, the old 1980s tile that was extremely dated is gone. And we wanted to write or brand kind of a very modern planking kind of look. Let me see if I can zoom in. A nice neutral color. That modern planking. It's a fantastic. We had the guys level the floor and then float it and then install this, and I think it looks fantastic. It really looks nice. I cannot say enough how much the flooring updated the kitchen. It made a fantastic, huge difference. The granite is just absolutely beautiful. I think it matches very nicely with the stainless steel appliances. And a backsplash. We added the mosaic trim that I'm gonna zoom in on it, that adds a lot of character to the accent of the backsplash. So it's not a boring, generic backsplash. Can you imagine if that was the entire backsplash? It'd be pretty boring. So I went ahead and added a mosaic accent to it. You got a brand new stove, stainless steel, smooth top, brand spanking new. The undermount sink is a 60-40 split undermount sink. New baskets, new fixture. Everything looks really, really nice. Still have the protective coating on the dishwasher. We had a couple receptacles that were bad in here that we replaced as well. The edges got a nice bull nose to it, so you don't kill yourself when you're hitting the corners. Just a lot of tile because you have a big kitchen, but it turned out really nice. And I think that's going to be a big selling point for having just a really nice setup on a nice big kitchen with lots of granite, lots of cabinet space, lots of counter space, a very clean contemporary look. And I think you and I both know, we discussed, what sells a house is kitchens and master bedrooms. And I think this remodel right here in the kitchen was well spent, money well spent. It's going to help sell your house, no doubt. We upgraded the light fixtures to LED, modern light fixtures. And I think once again, this brings your house screaming into the new millennia, which is going to help sell your home. So I think you will agree that those light fixtures look really nice. So I'm very, very pleased. Very pleased. I guess we'll go over the final bill when we're all said and done. As you're well aware, I have not asked for anything for the remainder until we sell the home. And we both want to make sure this sells so you can get out of your Fayetteville property. And then of course I can get paid. And that's the goal, is getting this house done. Little nitnoid things. The pantry was originally never painted. So my guys had to pull all the planking out, all the shelves, and go inside and paint the wall color. And they did a good job, painted that, corrected some sheetrock imperfections. Of course, the flooring is in the pantry, so they painted that. The light fixtures were replaced. We went through and replaced a lot of the old light fixtures, went with some modern light fixtures. The floors, the cleaning lady did a great job. She went ahead and dry mopped them, used the Bona, and then we came back with the gloss. Looks beautiful. As you may have noticed, all the floor registers are brand new, so there's no dirt, dust, or rust on them, so they show their best. Continue the narration here. The wainscoting, all the wainscoting was repainted again. This room was repainted again. Of course, the floors look fantastic. Let's talk about the floors. If you remember, there was a buckle that started right about here and went all the way to the kitchen, and that is a long way. My guys went kicking and screaming on replacing this because they didn't want any part of it. It is labor intensive, and we got it done. I put a lot of pressure on them to get it done, and it turned out very nice.